Hey there, this is me, Nishi. In this video, I'm going to talk about mistakes I did while learning Java. So, I followed Java by a YouTube channel named Concept and Coding, and I'm super glad that I followed that playlist. And even apart from that, I happen to follow the Spring Boot playlist as well. They were really fine playlists. I happened to learn a lot about Java as to how Java is different from other programming language and using Java is as a programming language, and how Spring Boot takes a level up when it comes to leveraging the power of Java. And the greatest mistake I did is just watching tutorials. The instructor, Shreyansh, he was a really fine tutor. He taught some amazing concepts in a really simplified manner. But if you are just mindlessly going on with tutorials and tutorials, you are consuming content but in a really passive manner. Now, the projects were really nice, and they were like around huge hours of projects, like 9 hours, 12 hours, about e-commerce websites and this and that. I thought of following one of the project, and it was a basic journal app project. So I happened to follow it, but I wasn't able to complete it as I had some other priorities, as freelancing and my exams were due. So I had to shift my focus from Java to there. But I mean, I was really grateful that I had learned a lot, that hey, I could easily identify that hey, this is Java and here are Spring Boot use. Like Java has several other features, like if I could talk about annotations. Annotations are super powerful feature that Java provides. Similarly, I come across this feature in Python, which is decorators. Now they do have different functionalities, but the syntax is quite similar. Both have this add rate, and we could just go on with writing the annotations or decorators for same in Python. Some video lectures were just for members only, so I even paid because I was actually understanding the concepts really well. But I mean, if I could just go back time in reverse, I would have rather stopped watching tutorials at a certain point and then thought of hey, how I could make simple minor projects that I could learn the concepts that I'm learning in the playlist and apply in a project, so that it goes deeper into my understanding. Like if I had made some projects, the concepts that I know in Java would have been so much solidified in my memory that I didn't have to come here and talk about the mistakes that I did while learning Java. And as for Spring Boot framework, again I happen to learn from the same instructor, which is Concept and Coding, and Shreyansh. So it's been some while since I have seen the playlist. I suppose he would have uploaded some more videos in the playlist, because there are some new features every time they get added into a framework. So he might have uploaded the new features that are prominently used in the framework as of now. So again, I did the same mistake with the Spring Boot as well. Like I understood the concept of annotations, JPA, bean and whatnot, but I didn't make a project. Now that I'm thinking that instead of watching a tutorial on how to make a project, because that itself is very time consuming, and that itself goes to a level that hey, am I understanding the concepts, or am I just following an instructor to first study the concepts and then following an instructor to make projects? So where is my actual learning? So it happens, and this is why I thought of let's stop watching tutorials for making projects. I would suggest you to come back and make projects on your own by thinking the problem statement, because all in all, in your resume, this is the line that you should be writing as of now, that you solved X problem using Y approach and that led to Z inside. I mean, this is the most simplest way to convey the problem and the solution and what it lead to further. Like I feel amazing because this itself gives you a power to explain your project in a much better way. I also feel that at some point, even if you are not diving deep into a programming language, you should rather dive deep into the crux, which is DBMS and OS. I have came across about the concepts of multi-threading, concurrency, the concept of deadlock. So these are some prominent concepts that show up in any programming languages. So I would suggest that okay, you could study deep dive into programming language later on, but you need to have a solid understanding about the core, which is your DBMS and your OS. You could also deep dive into learning more about computer networks, because that gives you a good understanding as to how internet works.